Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Enemy here, bringing you my review for My Hero Academia Chapter 285. And yeah, this is one of those reviews, honestly, where I went into this chapter completely prepared in order to take down notes, keep track of everything as per usual. But honestly, this chapter was so fucking emotionally charged that I couldn't even write down any notes. Like this is gonna be a completely unscripted review, guys. Like if I see like I'm kind of like if I feel like I'm trying to collect my thoughts every now and then, it's because of that. Like this is just one of those chapters that's like, oh my god. Okay, so where the hell do I even begin? Okay, let's pretty much start with Bakugo. Bakugo in this chapter once again proved why he's the motherfucking best of the motherfucking best of the motherfucking rest. Like this chapter was even better than the last chapter for Bakugo in the sense where he pretty much proved just how good he is in a in a severe when the situation is severe and when the chips are down, he's the one to come up with the absolute plan. Like everything he did was absolute spot on. Everything he did pretty much ended up. Everything he did in this chapter all led to him pretty much saving Izuku's life. The only thing that probably the only thing really that really is what happened to Bakugo and what happened to Bakugo himself. The only really misstep is what happened to Bakugo himself, which we'll get into, but we'll get into in a bit. But yeah, Bakugo's strategy, Bakugo's plan, it was honestly, it was perfect. It was the absolute perfect strategy, and but even more so than that, when you pretty much see when you see the I guess I don't know what you want to call them, the tentacles, the tentacles like coming toward the tentacles that I assume we're going to absorb like pretty much one for all. When you see them coming to Izuku and and Bakugo like standing in front of them, that was his hero moment. Izuku, this was the moment I think that, like, don't get me wrong, he's had Bakugo has had his moments throughout the series, but it was in this chapter that I realized he's never actually had his hero moment, the pretty much moment where the moment that All Might always talked about, where your body just doesn't your body just doesn't listen to you and it reacts to a certain situation. That which in this case, Bakugo's hero moment was just saving Izuku. Like it was one of those things where even despite the pretty much grand plan that Bakugo had come up with in this chapter, it all revolved around that. In the end, he had in the end his hero moment still happened out of just a pure desire, well, to save Izuku and keep him safe. And yeah, this was just there are so many layers in which to dissect this, in which to dissect like Bakugo's actions in this moment, because again, it was he had his hero moment both both the plan he concocted to save Izuku, but also just in that last minute, in just that last minute save that he did that kept Izuku from dying or something. But okay, so yeah, let's talk about the biggie in this chapter, which is that Bakugo was impaled on the tentacles. And so here's the thing. When it comes to what happened to Bakugo in this, I don't know if he's necessarily going to die. But I mean, if they did, it would be it would be something that would be a huge like big thing, big thing that would the huge turning point. But I part of me doesn't really believe that Horikoshi is willing to kill him, at least not yet. But having said that, even if he doesn't die, I think A, he's definitely going to be in critical condition, and B, I think we are going to see happen from here is that his quirk is going to be stolen. Like, I don't know if Bakugo is necessarily going to die, but I think we are going to see him like be in critical condition from this, be left in critical condition for this, and to see his quirk stolen. I think those are the two things that are going to happen in this. And now, I don't think Izuku. Now, having said that, I don't think Izuku is gonna get us like pretty much scot free from this either. Like the first flashback we see in this chapter, it basically is a reminder to us of what's happened, of how Izuku, of how he was told that if if Izuku were to ever lose control again, then he would more than. We were reminded of what was said like chapters upon chapters ago, which that if Izuku were ever to lose control again, he would more than likely end up like pretty much losing any use of his arms again. And considering the way that pretty much Izuku was going ham on Shigaraki in this chapter, like that's I think what we can expect. What we can expect in the aftermath of this is that Izuku is more than likely to lose the use of his arms completely, I think. And like I this is like one of those chapters where even if our hero, even if both Bakugo and Izuku like make it out of this alive, they are going to there are some severe repercussions for them here. Like honestly, they are going to like there's no way that they're going to get out of this without them suffering like some severe repercussions. And honestly, looking at how Shigaraki had pierced Bakugo, if you look at where he had pierced him, it was basically in the spinal area. So it almost makes me wonder if Bakugo's going to lose use of his legs too, which that would be the most heavily symbolic thing, weirdly symbolic thing ever, which is that Bakugo would lose use of his legs, but Izuku's going to lose use of his arms from this. It's like that's really kind of where I'm seeing this going right now. It's like yeah, like oh my god, I'm like I said, guys, like this is one of those chapters where honestly I'm not sure if what I'm even saying is going to 100% happen or not, but it's like the repercussions that can only come from this are insane. Like I'm literally kind of shocked at how where this chapter went, honestly. Like it's actually kind of nuts. Like this is one of those chapters I was not expecting to, like I knew we were gonna get into some heavy shit, but honestly, like this is like Bakugo's down. Izuku's still alive, but who knows if he's going to have who's going to have use of his arms out of this. Like this is honestly one of those times where even if our heroes make it out of this alive, Shigaraki has still won this in some way. Shigaraki has won. Like this is the final. This is basically like the first final battle, I guess. And yeah, beyond this, I'm just not sure what kind of where Horikoshi's going from here. Like this is a major turning point in the series that Horikoshi threw at us, and I'm just not sure where he plans to go from here. Like what this is like I said, guys, Like I said, guys, I've got no. Like I said, it's pretty much funny how, like I said, and again, I think the biggest tragedy of this is, again, in this whole thing, is because because at the very moment he basically had his hero moment, he also did it. At the very moment he had his hero moment, he ended up getting impaled. Like, it's a moment you should be proud of. You should be proud of for Bakugo, and you should be proud of Izuku too for what he did. But at the same time, because of the repercussions of it, it's like, are they going to make it out of this alive? Like, holy shit. Um, and and Endeavor, like, I'm sure, I don't know even if Endeavor's gonna make it out of this, but oh, oh my god, yeah, guys, I and that's not even talking about Endeavor, because if I understand correctly, Endeavor here, he seems to have, like, he seems to have burnt out or something. I don't know, like, there's just so much what the fuck in this chapter. I don't even know where to even begin. But yeah, just tell me what you guys think about this, because like I said, this was again another great chapter for Bakugo and Izuku and just everyone. But man, man, this is gonna come at a cost, and I just don't know where Horikoshi's going with this. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and let's your Crunchyroll. Dead Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.